The husband and wife arrive together at his father's house in the village while talking. The daughter-in-law says cheerfully, "Dad, sis and her husband are here." The husband calls out loudly, "Dad, come outside and see who's here." The daughter-in-law says quietly, "Look, your sister is 10 years older than you. From the way they look, it doesn't seem like they make much money. Whatever they ask for, don't agree right away." The father says warmly, "Come in, son, come in. You work hard in the city. You must be exhausted. Come inside, have a seat, and get some rest. You work so hard to earn your money, so why did you bring me all these gifts?" The older sister says sadly, "Dad, I don't think my sister-in-law likes us. We're going to leave. Please come with us." The father quietly places several $1,000s into his daughter's hand and says gently, "Sweetheart, keep this money. Buy yourself some nice clothes." The daughter-in-law says sarcastically, "Wow, that money is mine anyway, so you're using my money to buy me a gift? That's quite a plan." The older sister says gratefully to his sister-in-law, "I know you've been taking care of Dad all these years. We'll never forget everything you've done." The daughter-in-law says mockingly, "They're just empty words." She snatches the money from her hand. The brother-in-law says respectfully, "That's exactly why we want Dad to stay with us for a while. It's our turn to take care of him." The daughter-in-law says angrily, "Absolutely not. I know exactly what you're trying to do. Dad is still healthy and does all the housework. He does the laundry, cooks the meals, and takes care of the kids. You only want to take him with you so he can do the same things at your house. That when he's old and can't work anymore, you'll bring him back here." The older sister says firmly, "That's not true at all. We'll take full responsibility for Dad. We won't make him your burden." The daughter-in-law says stubbornly, "Still no?" She leads her father-in-law away. She returns with some papers. The daughter-in-law says coldly, "If you want to take Dad with you, we need to settle the accounts first." The older sister asks confusedly, "What accounts?" The daughter-in-law hands the paper to her husband and says firmly, "Do the math. Dad is only 55 years old. He can easily work for at least another 15 years. These days, a housekeeper earns at least $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. Over 15 years, that's $900,000. If you want to take Dad with you, pay $900,000 first." The older sister says angrily, "Sister-in-law, Dad isn't an employee." The daughter-in-law says coldly, "He works harder than one. One person does the work of two employees." The son says firmly, "How can you say something like that? If you don't want Dad to leave, then just say so. Why are you insulting him?" The daughter-in-law says coldly, "He said himself that he wants to rest. If you can't even pay $900,000, how are you going to take him with you?" The father says calmly, "I want to go because it's my own decision." The son is about to speak, but the daughter-in-law interrupts sharply. She says, "Your opinion doesn't matter. Until the money is paid, you're not leaving this house." The father says emotionally, "Son, I paid for your education, helped you get married, built this home, and helped raise your children. I fulfilled my responsibilities. Now your family is settled. But my daughter never got the chance to take care of me. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Whether I find happiness there or hardship, I'll accept it." The daughter-in-law says furiously, "I gave this family children. What exactly are you trying to say? If you want to leave, then go, but pay the money first." At that moment, the brother-in-law immediately makes a phone call. The secretary says professionally, "Here are the property documents and the $1 million in cash you requested." The brother-in-law takes out a bank card, hands it to the daughter-in-law, and says confidently, "This card has $1 million on it. Go ahead and take the $900,000. Can we take Dad with us now?" The daughter-in-law immediately changes her tone and says sweetly, "Oh sis, brother-in-law, you misunderstood what I meant. You haven't visited in such a long time. We're going to prepare a wonderful dinner today." She turns to her husband. The daughter-in-law says quickly, "Hurry up. Go buy some great food and drinks. We're going to treat sis and brother-in-law like honored guests today." The father asks curiously, "Sweetheart, what's going on?" The daughter says smilingly, "Dad, we have our own company now." The brother-in-law says seriously, "Today we'll also find out whether the people closest to you truly care about you or only care when it benefits them." The older sister says understandingly, "I know you've been through many hardships over the years, but I'm still a daughter of this family. How could I not think about my own family?" She takes out a folder. The older sister says warmly, "I bought this house for my nephew's education." The daughter-in-law says excitedly, "Wow, my son is so lucky to have an aunt like you, but neither my name nor my husband's name is on the title. So how can my son use this house to enroll in school?" The older sister says calmly, "That's exactly why we came today. We want both of you to transfer the title into your names. But there's one condition." The brother-in-law says firmly, "You have to pay $50,000 first. If you're willing, bring the money, then we'll transfer the property into your names." The son says surprisedly, "Brother-in-law, you own such a large company. Is it really that hard for you to come up with $50,000? The daughter-in-law says urgently, "Dad, please say something too. That's your own grandson." The father says calmly, "Son, your sister is right about this." He reaches into his pocket to take out some money. The older sister says quickly, "Dad, why are you paying? That's your retirement savings. Please don't touch that money." The brother-in-law says sincerely, "We're not here to take anyone's money this time. Whenever we've visited, you've never truly welcomed us. If you ever genuinely need help, we'll absolutely help you. But money isn't the answer to every problem. Now the choice is yours. What's more important to you, your son's future or $1 million? Think carefully before you decide." The son says shockedly, "Brother-in-law, what are you saying?" He immediately takes the bank card from his wife, hands it back to his brother-in-law. The son says firmly, "Our son's future means more to us." The brother-in-law says respectfully, "Taking care of you is our responsibility. We'll never take even $1 from you for that. When I married, I had nothing. Back then, people looked down on me. But Dad, you never treated me as if I were beneath anyone. From today on, you're not just her father. You're my father too. Dad, please come home with us. We'll take care of you for the rest of your life. Your later years will be filled with dignity, peace, and happiness." Who was right in this story and who was wrong? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.